Tough. Also, Fat Tire, our official podium beer here at 2023 as well. So finishing up that men's Cat 4. Coming up next will be our junior race. Junior race coming up. Racing for 30 minutes and around a couple minutes away. And on cue, we'll look. Here they come. Our juniors navigating their way from the staging. And we'll get them set up. Down here at the line, some final instructions. All righty, our junior field here, gentlemen and ladies, our junior field. So, free laps go away with 6 laps to go. Over here at the State Cycling Wheel Tent right here behind us, 6 to go. Under 6, you are done. No more free laps as we are moments away from getting this started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are underway, our junior field. 38 racers as we send them out about. Alrighty, opening lap here. 30 minutes of racing for our juniors. Opening lap. Try to get some recognition. Once again, this is the toughest race to judge for the race officials. So age groups, 10 to 18, different categories. It's not all one. You have different groups, boys and girls, and different skill levels, and they're all over the race course. So they're here, there, everywhere. And I mean, it's just one of those things, like, it's tough. So once again, thanks to the USA Cycling Race officials and John Gallagher at the One to Go crew for trying to keep this straight. We talk about Amy having to herd cats. There's also herding cats when it comes to scoring the junior race. So once again, thanks to all the crew that put a lot of effort in. There's a lot of proud parents and grandparents out here cheering on the juniors, the future of American cycling. We're trying to take care of them as much as we can here. Opening lap here of our junior race. On to lap number 2 here of our junior field. You'll see those familiar colors, the 80s vibe decor of the OK Flyers, the pink, yellow, and white. A lot of those OK Flyers out here, in addition to having witnessed and cheered them on in that previous race in the men's Cat 4. So we will have an overall podium here for the juniors, and also we'll be trying to take care of all the individual age groups as well. Hey, Derek, we're going to get you out of the sun. We'll come over here to this tent on this side. We'll try to keep you over out of the sun over on this side. We'll wait to gather up all three, and then we'll march you back across the street. So 2 laps done and dusted as we roll in another lap. I believe it's going to be some of our Arkansas racers. That is. That's Dylan Rogers of the Academy at Bike School out of Bentonville. His teammate was yesterday's overall winner, Ryan Drummond, the Academy at Bike School out of Bentonville. These kids have been all over the U.S. lately. Papa Drummond taking them on all types of great learning experiences as far as mountain bike races and just getting them out and about, experiencing North American cycling. So it's not surprising to see 2 of those racers here at the top of this race. And obviously yesterday, the winning it. And speaking of the overall podium yesterday, it was Ryan Drummond with the Academy at Bike School Bentonville in first. Braxton Boyer with Elevate Racing out of Texas in second. And then GP Velotech, some of our Kansas brethren from north of the border, finishing up in third. That's Evan Hall and the overall junior podium. So a reminder, beer hand-ups are illegal in this race, Crybaby Hill. So let's say not quite 3 laps in here. You can already see the hill starting to take its toll. Looking at the Jumbotron, some of those juniors. When the bike's bigger than they are, it takes a lot of effort swinging back and forth to get up those difficult, high percentage climbs there and rises coming off of Riverside on the northwest corner of our course. So here we are, overall race leaders, about to finish lap number 3. As we're 6:20 into this 30-minute junior race. So setting at the front, so our 2 racers from Arkansas, the teammates, Rogers and Drummond, looking kind of back and forth to each other. We talked about GP Velotech with Evan Hall. He's got a teammate up there as well. Did not see the number, though, so another one of those kits. Possibly Anderson Arnold with GP Velotech. And then yesterday, out of Texas, Braxton Boyer, who was very active in our race yesterday. So here we are, we're at the junior race, 3 laps in, starting lap number 4. This is a 30-minute race. We're about 7 minutes in. So following up with this, we'll have our Masters A 40-plus category 1, 2, 3, 4. Or sorry, 1, 2, 3. I'm sure some of the Masters Cat 4s are like, wait, I got to race in this one? I thought that's what this morning was for. So the 1, 2, 3, a Masters A who's who of current Masters national champion and previous all ages national champions in that race. It's always a great race, one of my favorite races. I talk about it, I wax poetic. And it's coming up next. That will be followed up by the kids race. So yesterday got canceled, right? Unfortunately, due to the weather, that was one of the items that got cut when we tried to shorten up the day. We will have it at 110, right around 110, and it's an A to B sprint. We're going to put our drag racers here. The kids under the age of 10, we're going to go A to B along Riverside Drive. The future of American cycling coming up at 110. But right now, we got an exciting junior race and our Masters A coming up next. Hey, Simon, we're going to have you come over here out of the sun until we get the official results in all three. Are you 6'8" as well? 6'6"? Well, you guys are the Texas Giants. I called you Texas all weekend long, right? Isaiah Colbreth. Isaiah Colbreth. Isaiah Colbreth, please head on down to the finish line. Isaiah Colbreth. So 9 to go. Now we started counting the clock up before we count the laps down. 9 to go, 9 to go, 9 to go here in our junior race. Looking for Isaiah Colbreth. Come on down to the start-finish line. Isaiah Colbreth. And then we'll get Ryan Derrick back over. So Ryan Derrick, get you come back over, then Isaiah Colbreth. We're going to recognize our men's Cat 4 podium. All righty, under 9 to go. The overall race leaders looking about up towards the front, making their way up that climb at Galveston. So we'll see them down here on the flat land in a little bit. Rolling on through, bib number 3, Abel Black out of Kansas with Move Up Cycling. Abel tearing down Riverside Drive. Now at the front of our race, 334, that is going to be Maximiliano Villarascon with EP Cyclist Race Team out of Texas. A name we did not call yesterday at the top of yesterday's junior race. He's kind of weaving around a little bit, wanting somebody else to take the lead, and they're not going to do it. Old Ryan Drummond learning from his dad, forcing the others to take the share of the work. Drummond just sitting there. He's like, you can talk all you want. I'm not interested. But he is now going to move to the front. So he'll move to the front, not really pushing the pace, but he is now going to actually he'll slot back in a second. So Ryan Drummond in second, behind Braxton Boyer. We are going to recognize our men's Cat 4 podium coming up momentarily. I need Isaiah Colbreth and Ryan Derrick to head on down. There's Isaiah. So now we're just waiting on Ryan Derrick, who had been here, but he's wandered off. We need Ryan Derrick. Please head back down to the start-finish line. Ryan Derrick. Ryan Derrick, please come to the start-finish line. Ryan Derrick. There he is. Make sure he didn't go and find some air conditioning and pass out. All righty. We have got them gathered, so we'll wait for a break in the action here of the junior race to be able to open up the barriers here and get our podium for our men's Cat 4 across the street right in front of the Tulsa Spotlight Theater. The Drunkard and the Oleo. They got some cold AC in there, and also some local beers. All righty, as we continue to roll those juniors through. So, looking to wait and find the break. All righty, so we'll look back. Here's those race leaders once again. Now down to 3. They've lost the GP Velotech. Evan Hall looks like he is a little bit off the back, trying to chase back on. So right now, your 3 at the front are going to be Braxton Boyer, Elevate Racing out of Texas. Ryan Drummond, the Academy at Bike School out of Bentonville, Arkansas, and EP Cyclist Race Team out of Texas, Maximiliano Villarascon. They are there and trying to make it a four-man group at the front is Evan Hall. He was on the podium yesterday trying to make it back there today. So coming up next will be our men's Cat 4 podium. Coming up next, the men's Cat 4 podium. That'll be 983. Maddox Simmons, I believe, also part of GP Velotech out of Illinois. I think he had that new gold and blue with the stripes there, GP Velotech 2023 kit. But there is, speaking of that GP Velotech kit, Evan Hall starting to make his way back up to the top. Once again, here's our juniors. Cheer them on as they roll on through. Another lap done and dusted. Aditya Yoshi, number 9, he'll make his way on through. Heading his way up the hill, racing with Equipo de Carreras Desert Fox. It is Jorge Medina Hernandez. Also 384. I do not have a 384. So, there may be somebody racing with the Los Angeles Bicycle Academy, making their way up the hill as well. So, more racers coming through and finishing another lap as we show 7 to go. 7 to go, 7 to go, 7 to go here in our junior field. So we'll be doing our men's Cat 4 podium coming up. Men's Cat 4 podium. Wait for a little bit of a break here so we can get our podium across the road. Chance to showcase the St. Francis Tulsa Tough leaders jersey as they'll continue to roll on through. Our front three still there together. Maximiliano Villarascon, Ryan Drummond, and Braxton Boyer, 1, 2, and 3. Overall top 3 in the juniors. Like we said, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of different age groups, but right now that's the overall top 3. But here we are now, an opportunity to recognize our men's Cat 4 podium. Taking the top step on Saturday and making his way to the podium on Sunday. In third place, the Oklahoma Flyer, Isaiah Colbreth. One of the 2 Texas Giants racing with Violet Crown Sports Association. The 6'6", well, that's what it says on here, but we'll just call you the Texas Giant race team. Simon Krink in second. And in first, if you can dodge a wrench, you can win Crybaby Hill with the American Dodgeball Association of America. Your first place winner in the men's Cat 4, it's Ryan Derrick. 1, 2, and 3, Derrick, Krink, and Colbreth, your men's Cat 4 podium here on day number 3 of the 2023 edition of the St. Francis Tulsa Tough, the McElroy Manufacturing River Parks Criterium. So, now that we've taken care of that, we're down going to be under 6 laps to go. Next time we see those race leaders roll through, we'll give them 5 to go. As we continue to recognize the names that roll on through, that's Tyler Coursey, Team Crispy Print out of the Oklahoma area, 918. Today's podium, we actually can use the Fat Tire beer as opposed to yesterday. Once again, congratulations to our men's Cat 4 podium. So, getting to the business end of our junior race. We're going to have 5 to go when the race leaders come through, and then it's not over yet. Guess what's coming up next? The Masters A, 45 minutes of 40-plus, category 1, 2, and 3. One of the best races you'll have here. Up, we do have a change, and it looks like an attack by Maximiliano Villarascon. Villarascon with EP Cyclist has opened up a gap on Braxton Boyer and Ryan Drummond. Miranda Thompson from Indiana, she'll roll on through, bib number 616. Also, Samuel Holman, Gear Monkey Bike Repair Racing out of Texas. top step didn't get one. Today the top step did because. Abel Black again, recognizing Abel Black with Move Up out of Kansas, racing. He'll filter his way to the northwest here on Riverside Drive. Okay, Flyers head down, driving it on. That's Aiden Wyant as he flies down Riverside Drive. We're back together, though, at the front of the race. So about a half a lap ago down here on Riverside, Maximiliano Villarascon had opened up a little bit of a gap there on Boyer and Drummond, but he was able to draw it. They were able to draw him back, and they are now all three together as they get ready to crest Galveston for the white knuckler down onto Riverside Drive. So when they come rolling on through, we will show 4 to go, 4 to go, 4 to go. Four to go. Now it's Boyer's time. Braxton Boyer now moving to the front. A little bit of communication. There's been a lot of talking between Drummond and Villarascon on who really wants to take the lead, who wants to take extra poles at the front, who's wanting to share. And right now, that little bit of conversation, that has given an opportunity for Boyer to open up a little bit of a gap. So 4 to go, 4 to go, 4 to go. Alrighty, so 4 to go, 4 to go, 4 to go. So next time we see it, it'll be 3 to go. So Braxton Boyer had opened up a little bit of that gap. We'll try to keep an eye out once again, trying to find him to see if that has been drawn back by Villarascon and Drummond. So they roll on through, kind of a gruppetto, but once again, with all the different categories, kind of tough to try to make sure you understand which is which. Right now, multiple races going on, so obviously a lot of bookkeeping that has to take place, tracking all of it. Right now, we are focused on the front three, our overall race leaders. So, Braxton with Elevate, been drawn back in by Villarascon and Drummond. Drummond riding the Allied frame, setting third wheel. So, a lot of conversations going on as we're going to show 3 to go, 3 to go, 3 to go for those overall race leaders. A lot of conversation, Drummond playing it coy. But now this time, Villarascon pulls off to the side. They're all going to take some water bottle drinks, some swigs with 3 to go, 3 to go, 3 to go. Some of the cat and mouse games going on here. Definitely the cat and mouse that's going on is between Drummond and Villarascon. But the question is going to be, will Boyer be able to take advantage of that and maybe make a surprise attack? We shall find out. Final 3 laps. 3 laps to go here in our junior field. So yesterday in that top 3, we talked about Ryan Drummond first, Braxton Boyer in second, Evan Hall was in third. He's not part of this top 3. Looking back through, I'm not sure if he raced yesterday. Maximiliano Villarascon raced yesterday. He may not have, so this may be his first time they've seen him. First time they're having some of this communication here in the middle of the race. Seeing some of those riders coming up the hill, battling cramps. Alex Preen, that is, battling some cramping there as he heads up Crybaby Hill. Good job there by Truman Self for the OK Flyers. You got the bib number 13. You don't throw it away. You flip it upside down. You flip the bad luck and make it good for the OK Flyer, Truman Self. But right now, we've hit the double hump of Crybaby Hill. We're about to go up Galveston. And it's our 3 race leaders, Drummond, Boyer, and Villarascon. So Crybaby Hill starting to fill in here more and more as the day goes on. You always can tell it's getting wilder as the costumes go by and make their way up the hill. Three to go, and it's going to be 2 to go. We're going to look. They're going to make their way, those leaders, keeping it rubber side down. Boyer still in front, now Drummond in the second, and Villarascon in third. I tell you what, I thought maybe with 2 to go, the penultimate lap. So finally, Braxton Boyer decided, enough, guys. Quit making me drive this train. He's trying to move to the side, but they will not acquiesce. No, now he'll kind of move on over, but once again, there's some gamesmanship going on. Who's going to take up the mantle here for the final 2 laps? Who will try to drive, or are they going to come almost to a track stand still? That's a bit dramatic. It won't be a track stand. But that being said, Boyer, he decided to go on ahead, and right now the game's being played by Villarascon, and Drummond has opened up a gap again. It's happened a couple times. When Drummond and Villarascon have kind of looked at each other, Boyer's been able to make an attack, and he does. So 2 laps to go. 2 to go. We're sending them up Crybaby Hill 2 more times. Second to last trip up Crybaby Hill, and Boyer opening up that gap. We'll wait for the Jumbotron telescopic lens to pan back and see how big the gap is. Tell you what, it's a decent gap, maybe 4 or 5 seconds. He'll go dark side of the moon on us for a little bit right now. When he comes back out, will it be at as much of a lead as we talked about before, or will Villarascon and Drummond have kind of got over their differences and decided to try to latch back on? We'll find out. And on cue, we'll see the Elevate Racing Junior, racing ages 17 out of Texas, Braxton Boyer, make his way around Climax Corner, making his way up to the ridge. Gonna go underneath the Red Bull banner, looks over his shoulder, trying to figure out how much terra firma is between himself and the other 2. I'll tell you what, that gap has opened up even more. Where's Drummond? Where's Villarascon? I believe some of the gamesmanship between those 2 racers has allowed Braxton to run away right now. He's going to have the bell lap coming up momentarily. He'll do the descent. He'll come down off of Galveston, stays out of the barriers, up out of the saddle, pushing forward, and we're going to ring the bell for him. Final lap. 1 to go. 1 to go. Braxton Boyer runs through 26:50. Now we're going to look back along Riverside. Tell you what, why have we not seen Drummond and Villarascon? Now we see them just now about 100 meters. So they're going to be battling out for second place. They'll come through. 1 to go. 1 to go. So just maybe a case of battling it out between themselves and maybe playing little mind games. And while Drummond and Villarascon looked at each other, Braxton Boyer took advantage and went. Boyer up the hill. He's hit the second lump of the double hump of Crybaby Hill. Making his way to try to hit that ridge, but that is, I'm not going to say 30 seconds. Maybe it was 20 seconds. Whatever it was, that gap has ballooned between our first place racer right now, Braxton Boyer, and the chasers in second and third. So we're looking. We have not even seen Drummond and Villarascon make it onto the second portion of Crybaby Hill yet. Well, we have a Chris Froome moment going on right now on the hill. A racer running up the hill. That's the Alpe d'Huez, no, not Alpe d'Huez, Mont Ventoux marathon run going on there by the GP Velotech rider who was unable to get clipped in. So right now we're going to look for our race leader, who should be coming up shortly. There's going to be some lapped riders he will overtake, but right now, coming down, he's going to have to try to navigate him. He'll probably hit the brakes a little bit as he comes down Galveston. Braxton Boyer takes the corner, able to avoid all of the traffic around him, up out of the saddle. Plenty of time between himself and second and third. Enough time to look over his shoulder and realize that he's making the step to the top step here at our junior race on day number 3 of the 2023 edition of the St. Francis Tulsa Tough McElroy Manufacturing River Parks Criterium. So the gamesmanship backfired a little bit for Drummond and Villarascon, so now we'll keep our eyes out there. Now we'll keep our eyes open out there to see who's going to win the sprint for second place. Have they stayed together? Or are they going to try to avoid each other there? We're going to look our way down Riverside Drive trying to find them. So we have the rest of our field kind of sprinting it on in. So we're having sprints for the individual junior age groups, but we're looking for our overall podium. And they're going to come down together. There they are, Drummond and Villarascon. Once again, looking at the side eye. Villarascon waiting for Drummond. Drummond finally opens up the sprint. They're going to attack, but Villarascon counters the attack, and he will take second. Rolls in. Maximiliano Villarascon, EP Cyclist Race Team, takes second place in our overall junior. So 1, 2, and 3 in our junior overall podium. Braxton Boyer, Maximiliano Villarascon, and Ryan Drummond. 1, 2, and 3. Coming up next will be our Masters A race, and then it's followed up by the kids race at around 110. It's a drag race, A to B along Riverside Drive. So once again, congratulations to all of our junior finishers as they roll on in. So we are still a closed race course. Reminder, it's a closed race course as our juniors continue rolling on in. Once again, congratulations to all of our finishers. Samuel Holman will roll across. Ben Bumgarner rolls across. 617, some other sprinting it out here. Aditya Joshi, bib number 9. Once again, congratulations to all of our junior finishers as they roll on through the future of American crit racing. But coming up next will be our Masters A race. Coming up next will be Masters A. Once again, still a closed race course as we let the juniors finish on up.